The bigger issue, though, and this is the one I'm really going to zoom in on, and this will be how we end the segment. It'll just be this. The multiverse theory it's not a theory. That's an incorrect statement. The multiverse hypothesis is something that was postulated as a way of avoiding the logical implications of the teleological argument for the existence of God. Because all the evidence points towards the universe being incredibly fine-tuned for life and it being probabilistically untenable that happened by accident. And the multiverse hypothesis was the rebuttal to that, was if there's an infinite number of universes, then as long as the probabilities aren't literally zero, then it will occur in some of those universes. That was the explanation for how the universe could be without a God and there be life within the universe. That's where it came from. And I think that's so fascinating because in order to avoid a belief in God, an all-powerful creator of everything that has infinite power, infinite understanding, that's timeless. Instead, what they did was they postulated an all-powerful multiverse that is itself timeless. And so what they did was they had to take the attributes of God and sparse them up to create a theory that might allow them to avoid God. But much more interesting than that is that not only is there no empirical evidence for the multiverse whatsoever, it's definitionally impossible for there to ever be empirical evidence for the multiverse. Because what it means to be a separate universe is that it will always be outside of our capacity to observe it. If we somehow found a portal or a wormhole that allowed us to access another universe, definitionally that would not be another universe. That would be accessing a new part of our universe. But universes definitionally are closed. They're closed systems. So not only is there no evidence for the multiverse hypothesis, there will never be any evidence for the multiverse hypothesis, which means those who postulated the multiverse as a way of trying to avoid the logical implications that God finally tuned the universe for life have actually backed themselves into a corner where the only way out of faith in God is blind faith in a multiverse. Because at least with faith in God, we have faith based on the evidences. But for the multiverse hypothesis, you have to have faith despite the fact you will never have evidence. This is not a scientific view. This is not a scientific model. This is not an intellectually honest model.